All children, except one, grow up.
I won't grow up.
I won't grow up.
I don't want to go to school.
I don't want to go to school.
Just to learn to be a parrot.
Just to learn to be a parrot.
And recite a silly rule.
And recite a silly rule.
If growing up means it would be beneath my dignity to climb a tree,
I'll never grow up. Never grow up. Never grow up.
Not me.
Not me. Not me. Not I. I won't.
No, sir.
Not me. Yeah!
Peter Pan was born in England at the turn of the 20th century from the lively imagination of author Sir James M. Barrie. In 1954, Barrie's classic tale inspired the current musical adaptation, which opened on Broadway at the Winter Garden Theatre and starred Mary Martin. 37 years later, Kathy Rigby stepped into the role of Peter Pan, winning rave reviews and a Tony Award nomination for Best Actress. But she was no stranger to fame or flying.
I got a crow.
At the tender age of 15, Kathy broke new ground as the first American woman to win a medal at the World Gymnastics competitions. After the 1972 Olympics, Rigby's love of performing led her to the stage and a successful acting career. Still, she turns to her gymnastics upbringing when preparing for a strenuous role, and Peter Pan was no exception.
In gymnastics, you have to be pretty fearless because you're doing a backflip on a balance beam that's 4 inches wide, and you just kind of have to go for it sometimes. And Peter's the same way. Don't tell me no, because I'll do it anyway.
In 1997, Kathy Rigby reprised her role as Peter Pan, this time partnering with husband and executive producer Tom McCoy.
We both put a lot of input into the show in terms of what the show is. We have children in the show, which is a lot of fun. And it's actually been a labor of love. This has been a fabulous show from the very beginning.
I wanted to do this role again, first of all, because we could start brand new sets, brand new costumes, direction. And I had done it so many times, I knew exactly what I wanted. Of all the roles that I've ever played, it's the only one I never, ever grow tired of. Hey, that one was perfect.
The casting search for Peter Pan led producers from Los Angeles to New York and everywhere in between.
We worked on both coasts looking for most of the cast. We found the kids all around the country. We went to Oklahoma. In fact, Drake is from Oklahoma.
Drake English is our Michael. And when we found him, he was 6 years old and just a consummate professional. Who knew? Oklahoma City.
Hook was the challenge finding. It's such a crucial character to the show. That took us the longest to find a Hook we were happy with and finally settled on Paul, who we just love.
I met kids backstage who just burst into tears. They won't talk to me. Other kids want to meet me. You know, I get all kinds of different reactions. It's really kind of fun. One night on Broadway, on the beginning of the third act, I come right down stage center and I go,
I am the greatest villain of all time!
And there's a moment of silence afterwards. And some kid in the audience, like right down near the front, screamed, "That's what you think!" And moments like that you can't buy.
And one by one, they'll die. Ole!
Stand by and action.
Special effects and stunt work breathe life into the storybook dream world of Peter Pan.
We treat Tinkerbell as a character in the show, even though it is a laser effect. It has to have its own personality. So it took us a long time to say, okay, what voice do we want here? What is she actually saying? And we made up lines for Tinkerbell so then they could musicalize the lines.
How do you do it?
Oh, you just think lovely, wonderful thoughts, and off you go.
Soaring high above the stage takes more than lovely thoughts and fairy dust. Kathy and company needed a helping hand from the experts at ZFX Flying Illusions.
There's 2 operators. One holds a big rope and one holds a small rope. I'm the smaller rope that travels back and forth. And Buzz, my associate, lifts her up and down. So we have to work as a team to create the picture. This is the harness. This is what the actors actually wear during the show. We designed this maybe about 6 months before we got the tour. And Kathy said that she was able to do things in this harness that she wasn't able to do in the other harnesses, which were bulky and stiff.
Her speed is a challenge. Not only her speed on stage, but her speed when she flies off stage. We have to be very careful where she is off stage, too, when she disappears into the wings with the flying.
Sometimes she brushes against the wall, but she's never, hit it. We try very hard to make sure that doesn't happen.
The flying stunt work is so convincing that even the audience is swept up and away.
People just, they get this gasp, and they know that there's a little more than fairy dust there that's holding Peter up, but they don't care. They've probably seen incredible special effects, but they don't care. Peter's flying, and it's pure joy.
Flying this way to Neverland! Look, I think I see it!
I think I see it. It's right there.
Ah, but even in Neverland, all good things must end. The Peter Pan Company returned to California's La Mirada Theater for the Performing Arts, where the tour launched almost 3 years before, to say goodbye.
It's been a great journey, starting here in La Mirada 2.5 years ago, going on the road, playing Broadway, nominated for Tonys, and this is a great way to end this up with this A&E video. It's the icing on the cake, and we're thrilled about it.
It's been a real gift, the whole project. It's very emotional to me because of the friendships. We've all become very, very close.
It's just incredible, and it's magical, and the best part of all is to see the adults. And they don't think they're going to get carried away, and they go right back to their own childhood. I think if we look hard enough, we're going to find Peter Pan in us. And when you do, it's just a great joy. It's so much fun.